Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Zero Father Hour. I'm joined by Zaz. We don't talk about it. Zero, how are you doing, Zaz?
We don't talk about it zero, and I'm doing great. I'm doing just wonderful.
So, how's the last week been?
Busy,
Oh,
very
really?
very busy.
Busy in this economy? You got time to work in this economy?
Work? No,
Well, I hope you'd be busy with work. What else would you be busy with?
no. I've also been busy with work and stuff. No, I was as you know, I've been doing a lot of like that world stuff, building that one
Hmm.
world. I'm currently creative blocked on it though, so I stopped it at the moment.
Oh, what's been blocking you?
I don't know where to go from where I'm at. I want to
I
redo the
see.
bottom part of it. I don't like the grass, the whole plant thing I got going on. I think I put too many plants in there.
Well, I mean, it's a spaceship. I think plants are really good. It keeps people like reminded of nature and stuff.
No, we don't need plants.
I think no, I think you do. You need plants. Plants are good for you. They provide oxygen. It's a good emotional thing. It keeps you from going nuts. Imagine being stuck in a steel box like forever.
Okay, you had a fair point.
Yeah, I do have a fair point. Yeah, it's that 1 year psychology that I took in high school coming through. It's been carrying me for the last 7 years.
It's the one thing I took, and that's it.
No, no, I took
Uh,
other electives. I took woodworking. Wow, that did not go very well. I am shit at building this.
really?
Yeah, I am. A good example. Actually, I probably have two examples. I just need to find where the other one is. A friend of mine, Chem Zillinator. You've met him before. We took woodshop together, and our assignment was that we had to build like a little ball maze. The ones you tilt till you get the ball into the hole. So picture it in your head. Picture how that looks. Now
Yeah,
make
yeah.
literally every side, every angle of it is uneven.
How? But you, but you have guides. You, you literally have guides.
Yeah, we do.
How did you make it uneven? It's literally a flat piece of
Um,
wood and multiple flat pieces of wood, and just kind of glued onto a board with
well,
a.
see, for one, the second we had to cut or sand immediately, it's over. At least that's mostly my own fault, though. I am very notoriously unable to even like I don't know. Maybe I just have like really unsteady hands, but I just cannot like cut things straight. I cannot write straight. Even when like I'm writing to fill something out, I cannot write my name along the line. I just can't. It just doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I for my current desk, I'm still using a desk that I built in grade 9.
Jesus, that's impressive. It's a good
Yeah,
desk too.
it's okay. It's fully wood. It just was the best thing that could fit in here for now. It's what I have fixed a lot of headsets on.
Ah, I see. All like what 9 of the headsets.
I didn't fix all of them. Some of them are just dead.
I mean, yeah, especially
Some
with the
of
stuff
them
you do to your headsets.
some of them can't. Some of them cannot come back at all.
Some of them just should not come back. They cannot manage. Although I have said before, you should take all the like working components from each headset and just build a new headset out of that.
Like I do still have them all. I have every
Hmm.
busted headset still. And
I recall pre.
go on.
No, you go. You go first. You no, you go first. You go first.
Okay, I was saying like with all my headsets after I move, I want to make that big wall of shame behind me, so that when I got my
Yeah,
camera on with everybody else, they can see all of my busted headsets throughout the years and controllers and stuff like that.
yeah. That's what I was gonna mention because you've brought this up before, and like to me, it's so funny because it's like how like Tony Stark has like all the Iron Man armors like on display. Except for that, it's like, oh wow, look at these impressive suits of like technology. For you, it's like, oh, look at every like last bit of like $500, $300 I lost here. This expensive headset's broken over here.
I thought about also like maybe buying a couple like used mannequins. Like it doesn't matter if the mannequin's a little bit broken or whatever, and put it onto the mannequin, or as well as I can, because some of them like the strap is like destroyed. I got bolts in one strap. Glue is holding another thing together. Like my headsets
That's
have hit the ceiling.
that sounds like a nightmare room. Like just mannequins that are like what in rows, I guess, with like the broken
No.
headsets on.
I would only get like 2 mannequins so that it's like symmetrical. Because then I got my glass
Okay, I see.
cabinets and then some shelving and stuff.
I see.
There'll be other stuff too. Just don't want the main centerpieces to be the just shame that can grow over
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that you might need to like get a bigger one just in case. You know,
I can tell you this right now. I know this headset will end up there.
you don't even need to say that. I was just expecting it to get up there at some point.
Especially the second I move and everything else, and I got like a bigger space and stuff. Like I'm gonna be, like I said before, I'm gonna buy like mats and everything else, and full on just gonna be stupid. Absolutely. I'm gonna get a crash mat at least this thick for the wall, and I'll get one about at least this thick for the floor, and like a normal thinner one.
Get like a whole ass like those gymnasiums that like they get for adults that you can just run around and shit.
Yeah, kind of thing. This
Yeah.
way, I do not cause another head injury.
That's important. You've had some pretty terrible ones previously, and just injuries in general for VR.
Yeah, I've had a head injury in the. I had one in the front, one a little bit on the side, and 2, 3 in the back.
I mean, that's not too bad. It's like what 5, and you've been using VR for how long?
Yeah, and I've never had a concussion. That's just
I don't believe
leaking.
that. Okay, it's not leaking. It's called bleeding. You were bleeding.
Yeah, I was leaking out of my head.
That's not. It's not leaking. I think this is what they call brain damage. It's not called leaking.
No, that's the alcohol.
No, that's a separate problem. But the good, you are connecting the dots a little, but that is a separate problem.
No. The only time where I really like the only 2 where I was like really worried, because the other ones were you could tell it was like more of a cut type of thing, not like it was blunt force damage. The only 2 that I was worried about was the one that happened most recently, when I was doing the Woody bit a while ago last year. That one I was worried about, so I stopped and I was drinking that night. So I was like, no more alcohol at the moment. Gotta make sure I got
I feel
no
like
concussion.
that was longer than a year ago. I feel like that was like almost 2 years ago.
No, because that was actually it might have been near the end of 2023. Now I think about it, it might be near the end.
Yeah, that feels a little bit more accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the only other one was when I hit the front of my head, because I hit my face off of the one pillar in my old house so hard it broke my Quest 2 and bruised my face, and I did hit like it moved up and did a blunt force to my head a little bit too hard.
Yeah, blunt force trauma, as they like to call it.
Yeah.
Or like what the hip kids call it.
No. God.
So you got a couple of notes and shit. You wanna? Because we were talking about this
mainly
before.
politics.
You got a bunch. Oh boy.
I've been hearing. Okay. It's. I got one that.
I'll get the sound effect ready for audio.
I only got one that's not. The other one's about there. but more with like the stuff that like happened since the last time or maybe a little bit beforehand. Like I just learned about him this week.
Like it's been a week in 2025. That's a long time for this for politics.
True.
That's a long time.
I'm still not paying attention to everything. We can give it a little bit longer. We can give it a little bit longer.
Okay. We'll give it a little bit. We'll give it a little bit.
The only other thing I have here is if there was dead air. That's all I got. I try to put more stuff, but then I've been so busy with work as well. Which is where I got most of them when I'm at work, and I go, oh yeah, and I quickly write it down.
I hope this is on a bunch of coworkers because I imagine a bunch of like hardworking Albertans don't exactly have, at least for like my liberal Quebec self, not exactly
I will
views
never
I'd
talk
agree
to
with.
anyone at my work about any type of politics ever.
You're a coward.
Oh, it's just annoying. It's just annoying
I know.
because
I get it.
they get mad
Yeah, they do. They get.
and
They.
and
I know
and then they get
exactly the
up in
mentality you're
arms
talking about.
and I'm just like, oh, I don't care. And I just and no, the main thing that is the worst, like okay, you get mad or whatever. The worst thing is the fucking fear mongering that they constantly fucking do.
What type of fear monger are we talking about? Oh, are we getting into this? Because we can put a pin here for now. We can come back. We got some other stuff we can talk about.
True. True.
We'll put a pin in
It's
that for
basically
now.
just conspiracy theories that are obviously like a lot of them time proven just completely
Oh.
wrong. That kind of stuff.
Oh
like,
man, I love shitting on conspiracy theories.
But it's so bad. It's so bad. But it's like that kind of fear mongering. Like this is going to happen. God, if I hear the things where it's like the new order government thing where everyone's going to be ruled under one thing, the whole planet or whatever, I'm gonna beat my head against the wall.
We'll put a pin in that for like a little bit. Let's ease ourselves. Let's not immediately just dunk our heads.
The
into
wound
water
is
and
still
just
fresh. Because I keep opening it every year.
I know something we could talk about because about 2 weeks ago we kind of started like you had started playing on Hitman by yourself because the game was on sale during the spring sale, and then I saw you playing it and I jumped on a board, and we have both completed our playthroughs of that game recently.
True. I still had fun. I gotta go back and do all the actual mastery stuff. But God, I tuned into your fucking stream on Discord. You're not playing Hitman. You're just doing the fucking no. It's you go in no Russian.
Every
That's
mission.
all it is.
Yeah. It's very comedic because like like judging our both based both of our like our personalities, like it's a complete reversal of what like our gameplay styles would entail, because I see you as a very like chaotic person, no offense, naturally.
Oh, that's literally the whole thing I do. It's all chaos.
Yeah, but you were playing the game to the rules of the game. You were to your best of your ability. You were at least like attempting to be properly stealthy.
I'm still having fun. I did juice a bunch of people on the wine map.
Yeah.
I did put a lot of bodies in there.
But there's a big difference between how I was doing that and you were doing that.
Okay, and then I would only kill people if they saw me most of the time.
Oh, that's not what I did not require that. I took who I saw.
Okay. For the final mission, I'm spoilers if no one's seen it, but it's a fucking game that's been out for years now.
Has it? I thought like Hitman 3 came out in like 2022.
Yeah, the first Hitman came out in 2016.
Yeah, 2016. Then like 2 was like what 2018, 2019, and then 3 was like in the last 5 years. It's not that long.
Still like a decent amount of time to like have at least played it or known about it or seen videos about it.
You good?
These pillows upset me.
Why?
They're not touching the arm.
Well, maybe we should talk to the world designer about that if they're not touching the pillow.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. But no, okay, so the final game, you're going like down the train and everything else. And I did not change clothes once, like my outfit once, went through the whole thing. I still killed like only the people who saw me, and all the people you could push off the train because that's fun. And at the very, very end, I chose not to kill the guy because wiping his memory is more fucked up. This guy, on the other hand, how about you just say your playthrough?
Well, I did change my uniform because obviously, stealthing out. Even though stealth didn't really matter because I was still killing about everyone along the way until I reached those like 3 carts with like the heavily armored guys. Because I'd get through like the first group fine because it's got the flashbang, but the second one would just kick my ass every single time, and I was like, you know what? yeah, I'm letting you guys off of a warning. And I stealthed my way through. Second I got into the next office section, it was immediately just like back on site, just no evidence, no witnesses, no survivors. But I also took the same ending as you. I took the memory wipe ending because I was expecting to have the option to keep playing the game after you like drug him. Like, okay, well I can just drug him and kill him. Bada bing, bada boom. No, it locks you into the final cutscene. Like, man, shit.
Yeah, you either get a pick to completely erase his memories where he doesn't know who he is, like completely, or
Yeah.
kill him.
I gotta replay that last mission to make sure I kill him in the most like comedic way fan.
The funny thing is, so the people that you chose not to kill, I killed every single one of those.
Really, you killed all the armored guys. That's
Because
impressive.
I didn't like the only hint I gave you was like the flash thing. If you flash him
Yeah.
and run fast enough up to each one, you can kick all of them off.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably what I should have done instead of trying to shoot them with the shotgun.
When you're going, Chaos and I were just like, oh, can't wait. It's because you were killing everybody, so I wanted to see you shoot a guy, him fall down. It's like, okay, he's dead, and then also him get back up because he's a fucking juggernaut. God, those guys are bullet sponges.
I'm shocked though how fast the ending to Hitman 3 comes around because I was honestly expecting because the true last mission, the last proper mission, is the one at the party, and I guess I was expecting something more, not bombastic, but I guess like more, I don't know, like Secret Lair-ish, I guess, kind of like how the Colorado mission is, of like how like it's all just like guards all over the goddamn place, or
Yeah. Well, so if you go through it again, you can try to do like challenges and stuff. That's what makes Hitman like more challenging. So with the wine one, did you steal a bunch of the wine?
I did not.
Because you can go into a vault, which you can deactivate the security alarm and stuff. Get into the vault, and then there's a bunch of wine that you can steal. And then if you deactivate a code, you can get this other wine bottle, which can prompt something else later on. But it's like some wine bottle, I think German something 1945.
Okay.
Yeah, it's German wine 1945. Are you
just saying, oh, it's Nazi wine? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, no, you can bring that up to the top, and if you poison it, the one girl will die from it. Or you can poison it with rat poisoning, and you can drown her in the toilet.
Or I could just shoot her in a bush and shoot the person who turns around.
That was fucking crazy. this guy. So sorry, audio listeners, for bonus side, but so he's like, say like the guy's standing here and like there's a pillar behind me. The guy's just there leaning, and like the people are like forward, like way past, and then he just goes into the bush with a gun, peeks around the guy, shoots. Did you shoot the bodyguard as well?
I know. I shot the woman and then I shot the guy.
Okay, like
the target. Shoots... I should say the target. The target. I shot the target.
So fucking Bone kills the woman, and then kills the bodyguard of her. And he missed like a couple shots, but then the guy's just like, huh? No hesitation, he's dead. The second the guy turned around, I'm just like, oh, buddy, no.
You shouldn't have done that.
You just sealed your fate. And like Chaos watched me play and was like, oh god. And then she watched you play and then it's like, oh, never mind, that's worse. There's a massacre.
Yeah, or like in that same mission, I just took the axe off the wall in front of the guy, stabbed with it, then they threw it at the other person.
Oh, my god, stabbed him, and then the wife was just there. It's like, oh, she's dead.
But yeah, so yeah, we both finished with Hitman. I know there's this freelancer mode, which is like the roguelike mode that you can play. It reuses a lot of the main maps, so basically you're killing random targets. I'm probably not going to touch that immediately. I'm not saying I'm Hitman out, but I definitely don't want to burn myself out. You go first.
Have you played any of the older Hitmans? Because those ones have really good stories too.
I think I may have played Absolution at some point,
Okay,
which
besides
was
besides the bad one.
yeah, because I know that's the bad one. I know that's the one nobody likes.
That's the
No,
one
but
that's fully
other than that,
linear and does not give you much
yeah,
choices. It's just like you're
that's
here.
the
What
one
do
with
you,
the nuns.
it's the one with the nuns. Nuns are in a few of them. Just so you
Well,
know.
you know, you know what I mean when I say the nuns.
Yeah, true. True. God. I remember playing absolutely going, yes, a new Hitman game, let's go. I'm playing the game going, okay, so this is just the first level. It's gonna be like linear, it's gonna hold your hand a little bit. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, the main thing I also miss about Hitman, like with the newer ones at least, the really racist accents.
That's a that's an interesting. I mean, they bring back accents in like 2 and 3 because one has mainly English accents,
Oh,
but in the
it's
next two,
worse. Tenfold.
so so here, are you more asking for explicitly racist character tones, or
That's
this
what
a
they
more thing like
used. Literally what they used in the first ones. It was a full-on
I'm
white
not
guy
doubting that.
doing the fucking voice, going really harsh on it all.
Zaz, you can't have people doing like a racist Chinese accent anymore. It's just not happening.
Say that to the old Hitman games.
I will when I eventually play them. I'm probably not going to play them anytime soon. The interest just isn't there. I'm looking at some other
They
stuff for the
are
next.
obviously a bit more clunky because
Yeah.
it's like PS2 era, and
Mm,
PS3 era.
very old.
So yeah. You calling PS3 old? You know it is. Wait, didn't that come out in like 2006?
PS2?
3. 2008?
PS3 release. It was pre-housing crisis. Yeah, 2006.
God, I love that that's the way that we're saying it. It was pre-housing crisis, so you know. Where
Oh,
is? Oh, go on. Sorry, I was.
well, something else I had mentioned a lot were where I was playing through. I'm like, wow, you know what? This is like would make a really good James Bond game. And something I just found out because I was looking into the developer behind IO Interactive. Turns out that they actually are in fact working on a James Bond game.
No way.
Yeah, I'll send you the page right now. Yeah, I'll accept all the cookies. Yeah, right on their website. And seriously, I would be completely fine if they just literally reskinned Hitman and just use that for this game. I think that would perfectly match a fit. Obviously, you need to make some changes because like Bond isn't about strictly just killing people. He has like actual objectives and shit.
Shit.
You good?
Yep. Just Windows did. Okay, so I'm in the background while we're talking because fucking little Steam. God damn it! I'm on my cable. Steam VR, not Steam VR. OVR Toolkit, the little thing I got on my wrist, so I can like open up my stuff and everything else, and also search things up while we're doing the podcast and stuff. Need an update, so I updated it while we were just talking because I was like, okay, I guess we need an update. I now had to download another thing for it to work now. They updated it. We now got to download a second thing, and then when I clicked run, it Windows got mad at me and going, "Do you want this? Do you allow this to make changes to your computer?" Because I had that on everything.
Right. Man, I can't wait to not go to Windows 11. I'm honestly dreading it a little bit when I get my new PC. I don't want it.
Yeah. In all, okay, they did fix a lot of bugs that Scholar and I and a few others were bitching about.
Yeah.
Fixed. They fixed it. I'm not having those issues anymore. Scholar's not having those issues anymore. I do still sometimes still. File Explorer will just randomly crash.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it just randomly crashes. It's really depending on how sometimes, like, it's just, sometimes it'll just fully lock up and you're trying to drag one file to another and stuff like that. It's happened less, though, so. And then what you gotta do is you gotta go to Task Manager, click on that, press restart, which does not restart; it just fully closes it. Which also gets rid of your taskbar for a second.
Whoa, that's. I don't like that at all.
What it's doing is like fixing the system quickly because File Explorer is tied in with everything else. I found out.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
it has to close the taskbar. It comes back after a couple seconds. I'm like, I hate that. I really hate that.
It sucks. You know what I also hate? And it's gonna sound weird because like the system does have more like I guess utility to it. I hate how File Explorer has tabs on Windows 11. I hate that visual. I hate that visual a lot.
Oh, where you can have one, and then if you like middle mouse, it'll bring up another one, as if it's like
Yeah.
a browser.
I've seen you. I've seen you streaming that. I'm just like that looks. I don't like that. That seems terrible.
And then you see me every time grab it and drag it off.
No, immediately.
Every single time, because I'm just like, oh, cool. Like sometimes I will leave it there until I need it, but there's 99% of the time I'm clicking that immediately, dragging it off because like, well, I obviously need to drag one thing to another. Don't do this.
Something I am considering though, if I do upgrade, I might shell out for. I think it's Windows 11 Pro or Business.
No difference.
No, there is a difference. No co-op AI, so none of that AI stuff. And I've read allegedly that they cut a lot of like the bloatware out for the business or pro version. I forgot which one is. This is alleged. I haven't looked super into this. I've not done deeper research. I want to make that expertly clear. I've basically heard from like a single person, like, oh yeah, I heard that Windows 11 business version does it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I might make a mental note of that.
Because when I was looking at both between Pro, I don't think I looked at Business, but Pro and Windows 11 Home, between those two, the only difference was Pro had like better security stuff. It had more security on it, and that was the only difference. Everything else was checked off. And that, like, because when I got this one, I thought about, what if I just upgrade to Pro on this? Luckily, I don't know how I did this, because on my other computer, it took my Windows 11 key off of it multiple times when I was using my Intel computer. I fully rebuilt the whole system. The only thing that is the same on this, besides my storage for like my other stuff, my Windows 11 storage is different. It's just the graphics card. I put in the Windows key for this from my old one, and the only hardware that moved over was a graphics card. No issue. My other computer had massive issues when I only replaced the motherboard. The motherboard, CPU, RAM, everything in this computer except for the graphics card was changed. No problems. So unless I fixed it, and I didn't have to go through the back door this time.
That's good.
With my when I built my computer last year, my Intel one, it would not allow me to connect to Ethernet. Nothing. It did not have any of the drivers apparently.
That's weird. I mean,
and you need an internet connection to set it up.
Well, I mean, for you, that shouldn't be too difficult. I imagine you have a lot of experience with the back door.
All I did, I'm ignoring that. All I did was open up command prompt. You put in a quick thing, and you could get through. With this one, I didn't have to do that. Luckily, I just plugged in my Ethernet. Boom, we're good. Yeah, I had way less issues with this. I don't know what they fixed a lot of issues that were happening with it.
Well, that and your last computer, the one you're using before your current one, that just had a lot of fucking weird shit going on.
That's because Intel fucked up majorly.
Yeah.
And then when I would search up stuff because I couldn't play a game or I was crashing it on a game, it's just like, oh yeah, that's just a new Intel phone with 13 and 14, 14th gen. I was like, fuck you. I couldn't even open Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable does not work on the new ones for Intel.
You're very lucky. Imagine having this stuff, like these problems, having to constantly replace your PC parts under like the current tariff situation.
I can still do it.
I mean, it costs a lot more.
Oh, 100%. I'm happy that I got him done beforehand When I buy my new headset, I know there's probably gonna be tariffs on it, but whatever.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna get tariffed hard because, like, again, I'm trying to get a new computer too, and I buy that shit pre-built, so I'm a man. I'm gonna have to pay probably an extra $1,000 just to like have it built.
I don't think 1,000, no, because having it, the pre-built stuff. So do you go through a company,
I use
like iBuyPower
okay.
or something?
So my current PC, the one I'm using right now, the one I've used since 2020, I got it through CyberPower, and I'm gonna be using them again for my next one.
Okay then. Okay, the tariff shouldn't hit
Yeah.
you on the building part though. It'll just hit you on the materials instead.
Well, what do you require to build, Zaz? What does building require you have?
Well, you need the materials, but the materials
Uh,
it's not the labor. The labor is going to stay the same.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I don't. No, the labor, like the labor part of it's like an extra 200. I'm talking about the cost of the parts will eventually like tack on because of tariffs an extra 1,000
Yeah,
versus
and
what was already like a $3,000 computer.
and the worst part is with like fucking graphics cards going through the fucking roof. I'm still using the 70 series. I do not want to go higher because the 4080s were not much more performance, but we're asking almost double the price. So like, fuck you. And then I thought, do you want? Let's go get a 4090. Fuck it, balls to the wall. Oh, the cables are melting and like stuff like that. I was like, fuck. And then
Yeah,
what I thought about was like maybe I'll upgrade on the 5000 series, the quick graphics card, and then put this graphics card into my other computer. There we go, done. Then
that
sell
that's a
my
bad idea.
20,000. That's what I thought, and I was just like, I'll just get that. Oh, cool. I get AI frames. Fuck off. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Oh, cool. The plug is garbage. All ground ports go to one ground. Well, no, all like things. Fuck. What was it? All sensor ones is just on one sensor. So if it's only like half plugged in, it will still think that's fully plugged in.
You see, I don't build PCs, so I have literally zero clue of what you're talking
I'll
about.
explain that in the worst way possible. It still melts. It's still a shitty
Melting's
connector.
bad.
It's
The
still
melting is bad.
It
I
still
can agree with
sucks.
that.
Yeah. Oh, it's bullshit.
But yeah, I have no idea how to fucking. I don't know. Like, I could probably handle the software part. Software is where my expertise more lie, because I'm an FQA tester. That's what I do, or at least did previously. I can't build a fucking PC. I don't have the patience. I do not have the intellect,
I
and
enjoy
I
it. That's the thing with me.
that's fair.
Because I thought about going pre-built, so I don't have any okay. I thought about going pre-built when all that was happening throughout the year last year. Because as you saw, I was going slowly and staying with my computer. Every
Oh,
single
yeah.
day there would be a issue.
You
Either
were like
crashing or whatever.
on the edge pretty much for like a
I
year.
wanted
solid.
I wanted to throw that PC out the window. I was just done. And now that I got this one, just like, oh, I found out what that error code is on my motherboard. The 08 error code.
What was it?
It's a keyboard error. It's a small glitch. I can fix it. If I just do a BIOS update, that kind of does a fix for it. But it's when you boot up the system, it doesn't see a keyboard at the beginning. That's it.
Why would that cause an error though?
It's saying no keyboard, like faulty keyboard.
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I mean, broken or not, I mean, like, why would that cause like a problem of launching though?
Oh no, because when you launch a computer, if it doesn't see a keyboard right away, it thinks you got no keyboard sometimes. But then the system goes, "Oh yeah, there's a keyboard," and gets rid of that. So on beefier on higher tier motherboards, it instead of like a beeper or whatever, which you can still install, it actually has a little digital display with two numbers, like a alarm clock looking numbers, and it says the code there. This way, you don't have to just listen for a beep and find out what it is.
Oh, okay, that's actually pretty effective. That's actually like, yeah, no, okay, that's cool. Especially if like your monitor is on the fritz, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but like I said, I can't do it. I can't build PCs. I have one friend of mine, Lucid. Great friend. I love him a lot. He does not fundamentally understand what I try to explain. I don't want to build a PC because we've had this back and forth for like the past like 5 years. And it's like every time I talk, like, oh man, I should like upgrade my PC at some point. It's like, oh yeah, just upgrade. I'm like, no, no, that's the last thing. Here's my reasoning. The last thing I want to do when I come home from work, when I walk to the door, is to sit at my desk, put my hands together, and go, all right, it's time to get technical with parts and all that. That's the last thing I want to do. And it's also on top of the fact that I don't want to break a component, which is easy to do, mind you. Like for someone who's unexperienced like myself, to break a like several $100 component and go, well, I guess I just wait for my next paycheck.
Not really anymore. Unless when you're putting the graphics card, you're turning it. But not really anymore.
Zaz, I'm pretty stupid. I can manage that.
You know what? Fair point. You did say you can't even write straight.
That's true. You want to know something else? And you want to know something even more tragic?
What's that?
And this is real. I'm not bullshitting. I am 26 years young. I don't know how to tie my shoes.
You know what? I'm 29 years.
Yeah.
Tie my shoes stupidly.
Hey,
So-
at least you're tying them.
So okay, well, with boots like this, I wouldn't tie them like that. Like I got boots like this. They actually go behind next.
Yeah.
So with like shoes and stuff, so I will make the first knot type of thing, right? And then I make the
Right.
2 bunny ears, and then I knot them together. It works the exact same. You pull one string. I found out it works the exact same. And that's the only way I've done it. 'Cause every time when I was growing up, an adult would show me, it's like, yep, you do this, and then it goes around the ear, and then it goes through. I'm like,
and then you lose them. And then you just lose them in the middle of the explanation.
I found out now how to do it because I was just like, wait, does that actually work? Oh, it does work. Fuck that. This is easier because I've been doing it for years.
For me, it's just like I've even watched like YouTube tutorials to learn like for myself because I'm like an adult. I need to know how to tie a knot, and I just don't know what it is. It's just like my fingers won't cooperate. Oh, he's rotating.
My headset turned
They're
off for a
rotating.
second. What the fuck?
I said I can't tie any shit. They turned their back to me.
Oh my
Rude
god.
ass.
Oh fucking hell. That's stupid, my bad. I'm so happy we
kidding.
got the couch set up because I can actually look at you now and we're talking.
We do. I mean, you could look at me in the last one. You just gotta look to your left.
Yeah, but that's why I can like kind of be like this way. So there's also like the camera there, you there. Not
Yeah,
like
you
the
got
other one
the
where like you're
talk
at the
show
table.
host. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't know how to tie my shoes. I have to learn. My fingers just don't like to cooperate.
So wait, what kind of shoes do you got right now?
I have like just running shoes. I try to usually get loafers just because those are slip-ons. I can just put them on. I don't have to worry about it. What I usually do is that like I'll tie a really tight fucking knot that's just nonsensical. It's not properly. It's literally just like tangling together and getting it as tight as it possibly can go. And I stuff the extra lace in my shoe or sock.
Okay. Like I'll be honest, I fucking hate tying shoes. I own a pair of Vans. They're slip on, slip off. I own those ones.
You would be a Vans.
They're nice, colorful Vans from the women's section. Cause I got fucking girly ass feet.
Go off.
Women's shoes fit me better.
Yeah, go off, Queen. I fully support.
Fuck you. Well, I can't say much. IRL, I wear female jeans. I got a fucking sick ass jacket. Also female. Everything's from the female section. Okay, look.
Okay, look, let's ask a really legitimate question. Besides, like, maybe tightness at certain, like, sections, what is really the fundamental difference between women's jeans and men's jeans?
It's not that tight, just not a tuck. Anyways. Actually, okay. I hate male skinny jeans.
Really?
They are actual jeans and they are so tight. Like, I like tight fitting, like right on me. Everything.
Yeah.
I love skinny jeans. But they are so fucking tight because women's skinny jeans will be like this tight, like right up to your leg. but it's a stretchy material of jean. Guys,
It's almost like the fabric yoga pants are made of. They can stretch.
except that it's like more jean-like. But yeah, basically kind of
Yeah.
like that. It's more stretchy, more elasticy, and it's can just fit nice and around, and you can move in it. Guys, skinny jeans. They're even tighter on the package. Like really tighter on the package. Like everything is just tight to move. It's full on jeans. They suck. So
I guess
bad.
that's why most of it. I guess that's why most of them. I just got like the really loose type of jeans. I never got like skin. I'm not skin tight, but like tight jeans. I just it's not a style I appreciate. I don't like tight clothes, really. I guess.
I do like tight clothes. Like my shirts would be tight up against me. I wear size small.
Nah, you would.
I'm tiny.
Yeah, you are in fact a tiny person. I've heard your real life height. That is package deliverable. That
Ever
could fit within the.
So I've always put my real life height in a VR and everything else. The second that fucking scale thing came in, everyone started doing that except for the people who want to be tiny because like they're tall IRL, whatever.
Yeah.
But like a lot of friends go like their IRL height, so it stopped from being like blah 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 to blah blah. I'm like cool. Uh, it's fine and all still. Like just nothing changes
Yeah.
from real life to Hey,
I mean,
look,
everyone has their own style.
I'm average women's height, okay? It's fine.
Yeah. Average, slightly below average women's height.
No, average women's height, 5'5" is the average.
No, that was just a trick for you to get to say your height out loud. That don't you fell for the trap. You.
I was gonna lean that way. There's a pole here. I was supposed to sit more down so I can lean that way. But I'm plugged in as well. So I'm
Oh.
ignore that part.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh.
So to backtrack a second, now that you're done with Hitman, if I may ask, what game are you moving on to next? Besides Elden Ring. Elden Ring is what we're going to be doing separately, but like for yourself, I mean.
Just as in like normal game, nothing for videos or
Yeah.
anything or shit like that.
No, normal video game, yeah.
Well, I'm finishing off Destroy All Humans 2. If I haven't like finished the remake off, then I don't know. I've been playing that like some of that grab game. That's fun. But that's like a roguelike though.
I
Just
saw
hanging it.
that gameplay. I saw you guys streaming that. That looks like Fortnite. Like it looks like actually Fortnite. Like the menus, the
Oh no, but it's like full on roguelike where you're running in mission through mission, just fighting like actual boss and like enemies and stuff, and then getting random loot and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Like enjoyed it. I love the
yeah, I
movement
know
style in
it
it.
looks fun. I know it
Yeah.
looks fun.
I don't really know when I want to play next though. Let's see where the fuck is. There we go. Yep. I really have no clue what I want to play, finish because oh yeah, I gotta continue to play Final Fantasy now that I can actually play the game now and not crash.
Yeah.
Where is it at though? Helldivers 2, that's just normal game stuff. I thought about doing another Baldur's Gate 3 run now that the update has come out for it. Maybe
No, we're still waiting on update. We're still waiting on update 8.
Oh really? Oh, I thought I told it was out.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, don't get too excited. There's another update on the way.
Oh, okay. Bye.
I
Fine.
mean, it's not a big deal. It just adds, if I recall correctly, all it adds is some new subclasses. Okay, one new subclass for each main class, and photo mode and crossplay.
Yeah, I'll wait till that's up and done. Other than that, I'm not too sure because I thought okay, I did try playing GTA 4 again. I wanted to play the story and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, fucking Rockstar. Hey, go fuck yourself and the stupid app that you now require to log into to play a fucking game from 2008.
I love apps. I love having to log in to everything just to play a single game. I love EA every time I want to play Mass Effect. I love
Could
having
get
to log
into it,
into this.
but the app glitched out. Something said I was not logged in no more, and then crashed the game on me. Well, force closed the game on me.
That's awesome.
And I'm just like, okay, well, do you know what? I just want to play it over again. Go fuck yourself. Why is my leg fucked
It's
up? There
almost.
we go.
Oh
The
yeah,
fuck?
your legs freaking the fuck out.
The fuck?
Well, it's almost like as if Rockstar just is kind of a shitty developer now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a bit worried for 6 coming out. It seems like.
I act.
Go on.
No, you go first. You go first. No,
Oh,
no,
I was just
go.
saying it seems like every old company that used to be good in any kind of way is now just fucking sucking.
I've argued against like that sort of sentiment that things are better in the past because we've talked about this previously in private, but I can kind of agree that yeah, a lot of companies have grown worse compared to like how they were like 10, 20 years ago. I think special note to kind of like pivot to a different company because we're not going to dump on Rockstar for just a second. Bungie, by the fact that they are digging up old IPs to turn into an extraction shooter. So, are you familiar with Marathon by any?
I remember it, yeah.
So, they're making a new Marathon game, but instead of it be like Marathon for context for viewers and stuff like that, it was a Doom shooter for Apple computers at the time, and it has like some weird not like pseudo story connections to Halo and Bungie's previous game of the time, Pathways into Darkness. A lot of weird stuff, stuff like the Reclaimer's sigil in Halo relates to Marathon. A lot of emphasis on AIs and stuff like that. It's really cool stuff. You can watch videos on that. Yeah, it was a Doom shooter, a Doom like shooter. They're making a new one, and they're gonna make it an extraction shooter for some reason.
One thing I also like really hate with the companies nowadays, a lot of the fan base yells, "Hey, we want this," and then do complete fucking opposite.
Well,
But
everyone, fan base is screaming. It's not just the one thing they're screaming at. They're screaming about everything at once. Because you can have like some people like, oh, what's a good example? I think Halo actually is a good example of this because like when Halo, like when not Bungie, when 343 took over, you had a bunch of people going, "Oh, bring back the old art style," and then in Halo Infinite they did, and then they also took out like the movement systems, the jetpacks and stuff. And now you have like people like, "Oh man, they need to commit to like staying within the old art style." But you also have people screaming like, "Oh, bring back the old movement, bring back the Halo 4 art style," and it's just like, fact of the matter is you can't please everyone. Like, if you cater to
no,
what the fan and
yeah,
know that you can, or know that you can.
no, you can't. But okay, I'll say this: Halo 4 wasn't too bad. Didn't really like the armor art style. That was kind of it looks fucking stupid.
Oh, Halo 4 Advise armor is trash. It's
Yeah, I
garbage.
hate it. Fucking retarded. Uh, but 4, it was like, okay, new kind of enemy. We got rid of the flood. Demon was kind of get sick of the flood. Cool, let's go. I forget in Halo 4. Oh yeah, the fucking
Prometheans.
aliens didn't talk anymore.
Yeah, that was a weird change.
Fuck you,
That's a weird
343.
change. It's
Anyways,
a weird change, but I'm also like, you know what? I had imagined that version of the Covenant wouldn't speak English, so with that, I'm like, whatever.
the
That's
whole
fine.
thing was they got a translator. They had translators and stuff.
Yeah, but then why doesn't the translator work in Halo 1?
Because they didn't have it yet.
I don't think that's true. I'm gonna fact check you on that right now.
Yeah. Because because Halo 1 is when they first meet them. That's right.
No.
No, yeah, that's right after.
No.
Halo 1 is right after Reach.
Okay, but that's not when they first. Okay, that's not when they first met the Covenant.
Well, no,
That's
when they first met the
incorrect.
Covenant in game type of thing. Not really. I know, but
Sure.
if you even if you include the books and stuff between Reach and Halo 1, it was kind of close together. Really close together. So,
Yeah. No, I mean Reach takes place literally right before Halo 1.
yeah, and Reach was like the beginning because that's the first actual attack. They didn't even know much about the Covenant in Reach because they fucking blew up
No.
one of their ships, going,
No.
"Yeah, we got it," and then a bunch more come.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's incorrect because before Halo Reach, they were at war with the Covenant for nearly 20 years.
Nope.
Because you're also forgetting Halo Wars takes place before Reach.
Like Reach is the fall, but they weren't like at war.
How long was the Human Covenant War in Halo? I'm pretty sure it was close to 20 years.
Can you search up when was first contact with
28
Covenant?
years. The Human Covenant War went on for 28 years.
Can you search up when did they first come in contact with the Covenant?
Well, I can answer that. They came into contact with the Covenant over a planet called Harvest, which is actually touched upon in Halo Wars, but Halo Wars doesn't actually cover the first contact. If I recall correctly, the first contact is covered in the book called Halo First Contact Harvest. That follows who is Johnson, I think it was, because
What
he's
year was
the
that?
main character of that book. What year was hold on? What year does Harvest take place in Halo? Contact. Oh, sorry. The book's name is Contact Harvest. Sorry, and it takes place in 2524, from what I'm reading.
Because 25-24? Really?
Yeah, from what I'm reading, it's 20. Either like the book starts at 2524, but it goes goes into like February of 2020, 2525. Sorry, I might have accidentally said 2024 by accident because.
No.
But no, it's
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, 25-24. My Halo knowledge is fucking slipping. God damn it.
I mean, it happens.
It's been a while since I read the books and stuff. I used to be a fucking Halo nerd.
But no, that's 30. That's almost 30 years before like Reach even happened. That is long enough for someone to be born 10 years into the war and be an adult by the time it ends.
Yeah, because it ended in 2550. Fuck, when? 2553?
Later. Later. We should just see later.
Anyways, yeah, later on. But also, like, that game was, like, the first game. Like, that game was going to be a Mac game as well. And stuff.
Yeah.
And,
it was.
So, in number 2, when they could talk, that was the best thing. And they talked throughout every single one. And then 4, they didn't talk, which was stupid.
It's one of those things that, like... it's one of those things that, like, obviously it's a design decision.
Yeah, but like the comedic stuff went away.
Yeah, that I can agree with. It lost. Yeah, that I can agree with. I mean,
you killed Flapjack.
No, you're absolutely correct. No, I was gonna counter that, but no, you are absolutely correct. But even with that, and this is the truly controversial point. I think Halo 4 has the best story out of all mainline Halo games.
I disagree.
I know you're gonna disagree, but I personally really do enjoy that like conflict between like Chief trying to pretty much make sure Cortana doesn't have to actually go insane and die.
That's 5.
I appreciate that a lot. No, that's 4. 5 is when she comes back because there was a huge like, you killed Cortana, wah. And then they brought her back.
Oh, that's right. That's Rogue Katana. My bad. Yeah, that's right. Because she's okay. I don't think it's the best story. I did still like the story to 4.
It's a good story.
I still enjoyed it. 5, I didn't like the story.
5 is bad.
I thought that the whole thing is like, we gotta bring Chief in. It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I think we'll like disagree on a lot. I think we could disagree on a lot of things when it comes to Halo, but I think we could both agree that Halo 5 is at the bottom.
Halo
Just
5 just sucked. Like they brought back in talking and everything else, which is like, okay, cool. The maps felt empty. It was big room, enemies. Big room, enemies. The story sucked ass. And then
yeah,
the fucking fight. I knew that these two, Locke and Chief, are going to duke it out. I know it's going to happen.
they
Something's
fight once.
going to happen. They fight once.
They fight once.
Chief gets his helmet cracked. Fucking then stops Locke and then walks away. I'm like, that was the shittiest fucking fight I've ever seen. What the fuck?
It just sounds like that fight is worse than like stuff like Rooster Teeth would put out in like the animations they did for like Red vs. Blue and shit.
God, Red
That's
vs. Blue
funny
fights were
as fuck.
god tier. I love that shit. It's so sad that that company at that time, no, not that time, earlier than that, because when did 10 end? Like a long time ago.
That was Reach era, I think, because they went to Halo Reach for like a couple of like episodes, but then they went back to Halo 3.
Yeah, because
I think it ends right like shortly before Halo 4 comes out, because I remember it, I might be wrong, but I remember like most of like the freelancer right at the end of the freelancer arc, they're using Halo 4, and it looks like to be like an early version of Halo 4 too, based off the visor coloration.
Yeah, 4 fully like when they actually like fully swapped over to Halo 4 was 11.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it would like 10 was like right before Halo 4 was like coming out.
Yeah, and God, I fucking love the fight scenes and everything else. Like,
oh, that's fantastic.
I was younger and stuff, but Rooster Teeth did make me cry a little bit. Twice.
I remember what I used to do because so fun bone lore. I didn't have like actual working Wi-Fi in my home until probably like 16, 17. But I did have a phone. No data on the phone. I didn't have a SIM card. Just a phone. What I would do is that I would go to McDonald's and I would download like multiple hour-long compilations of Red vs. Blue seasons onto my phone, and just like go home and watch it.
Dude, so okay, I bought all the Red vs. Blue seasons on my iPad way back then. I would pass out listening to it, especially the Blood Chronicles. Pass out listening to that every night. Because I also had no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And like I played Reach online and stuff. Had no Wi-Fi at the time. I would grab all my stuff. I'd put my Xbox 360 and my game stuff into my backpack. Put my back on my back. Strap a small TV to the backpack. Hop on the quad. Quad over to the library. Set it all up there in the corner because she let me, and I would be there playing.
Dude, that is way too intensive just to play Halo Reach online.
I'd be there for like hours playing. I live in a small hamlet. Like, that's where I grew up.
Fair.
It's a town of 100 people.
That's not a lot of people. That's like a school
or 150 people type of thing.
100 or 150. That's still not a lot of people. That's you can know everyone's names.
Yeah. Like I would go there and stuff like that, and then yeah, it was just great. And then when my friends would come over there, like every like Thursday, Friday, or something, I forget which day, they would open up the gym because the library was the old school. Just they hadn't have many kids at school anymore, so it shut down. So it was the old school, and they started a gym. And then it's like, hey, we got a gym thing going on, a little thing. It's cool. But yeah, that's that like I did not have Wi-Fi at my place. I had dial-up for like a time and stuff. Like, what are you gonna do on that? So I can go over there, did that. Yeah, it was like fuck a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff. Oh, and then LAN parties. I bought. Do you know what? Guess how many Xbox 360s I have bought throughout the years? Like throughout the year
7.
that Xbox 360 was going. How many?
7.
More.
7.
More.
12.
More.
22.
A little bit less. But yeah, it was between 18 and 20.
Okay. And this is all to like set up LAN parties and shit.
Set up LAN parties, and also I was a collector of wanting like the collector's edition and stuff
How
like
did you have
that.
money for that at like such a young age?
I work for it.
Why did you answer it that way?
What, I work for it? No.
I
What else am I gonna
it.
buy? Like,
I don't know.
fuck
What do
the
kids buy? Toys?
yeah, but I was also 16 and the 360 was still out. The one didn't come
So
out
wait,
yet
hold.
when the 360 was
So
happening.
wait, were these like original Xboxes or were these Xbox 360s?
360s. I only own two OG Xboxes. One I modded, the other one was not modded.
So what? Like
One,
Xboxes 360?
sorry. My dad's friend modded for me, and the other one was not modded.
So, like, what was the price of the console back then? Like, let's say like what, $250 plus tax? Probably more, but I'm not doing that.
Search up the Halo Special Edition because I bought a lot of special editions, and that's about the same price. If you search up Halo 4 Special Edition, because I got the Gears of War Special Edition and stuff like that as well.
You looked it up, but it's probably not going to give me the price.
No, just go release price.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Absolutely correct.
Just do that.
Release price. Okay, it looks like it was like 400.
Is that Canadian?
It might be Canadian.
That sounds about right for that. Yeah, about 400 Canadian. Because it'd be a little bit
400.
Because it would also be a little
18.
bit cheaper for the other ones. But yeah, I also bought them for LAN parties. So I also bought a lot of. I mainly bought like secondhand TVs. Fuck, I thought that Missile Pod said Missile Poo for the longest time because the biggest TV we had was a tube screen, and I wanted a tube screen.
I mean, hold on. Hold on. I'm not done with the Xbox. So you bought what, 18 Xbox 360s? Just
Yeah,
to make
let's just
that
say
clear
18.
right now.
Yeah, let's just say 18.
18. That is 400 times 18 is 7,200.
Yeah, and then
7,000.
hold up. Now, can you just add in the price of the controllers? Because I bought a lot of controllers for it too.
Oh, okay. How much were the controllers?
Okay, so a controller back then was like what, $60? Like the actual controllers, like 60.
$60, and you bought like 18 controllers, I assume.
Wrong. I bought
Oh,
34 controllers about. It's in the 30s. I think 34. Because I bought a lot of special editions. I still have it. I still have some in box.
That's 2040. We are approaching $10,000, and you are 13 years old. I'm not gonna call cap, but you're gonna have to like explain what the hell you were doing for money.
No. Now this is throughout the whole time the 360 was up, before the Xbox.
Okay.
So I was also 16 at the time. I had a working job too. The Xbox One didn't come out until what, 2015? I was already out of school by then.
I think it was earlier. I think it was maybe in 2013. Hold on. The Xbox One come out. Yeah, 2013.
Yeah. So okay, 2013. I was 18 then.
You were 18 in 2013. That doesn't.
Wait, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, no, that seems wrong. Because you are older than me, but you're not that much older than me. And I was like 12. Or no, I was 13, 14 in 2013.
Hold up. Hold up. Oh no, I was 17.
Okay, no, that's not. Yeah, it's not. That's more than I was.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was.
whatever.
I was born in '96. I was only a year off.
Okay. But I have to ask again. What? Okay, but that's okay. We understand.
I would do small jobs at 14 years old. At 16, I worked at Home Hardware in the yard. I didn't have to pay any bills.
When did you start buying Xboxes?
When did the first 360 come out?
Hold on, 360 release year.
Because I started buying Xboxes with Christmas money that I made throughout the years from grandparents.
2005.
That's when I started buying the Xbox 360. Nope.
And you
I got it a year after. I bought a one edition, like a first edition, like 3 years later on. I just bought it secondhand. But
So we're okay. So we're in 2006. When did you? What year did you stop buying 360s?
I stopped buying for the collectors at least because
Just generally, like part of that
generally
18 that you mentioned. When did you stop buying those?
probably actually 2015. That's probably why I thought the Xbox One came out then.
2015. Okay, so
I didn't buy the
so
Xbox
we're
One when it first
already
came out.
so already we're at more than one Xbox a year. Like just and you know what this
Oh no,
this
because
is like
absolutely, because I bought 3 Xboxes in 1 year.
so we're already seeing like the future formation of like your headset buying habits when you're like
Okay.
2005.
Okay. Do you want to go on with that stuff? Let's continue with some more math. So I started playing VR in 2016. I went out, got a HTC Vive in 2016. That Vive lasted me until pre-COVID because I would only use it here and there. I had other responsibilities and stuff like that. Pre-COVID. When I
Right.
got back into VR, it finally fucking died. No, it died. Stayed out of VR for a little bit. When you know what, I'll just buy a Quest 2. Fuck. I miss VR. Quest 2 I bought in
Sorry,
2020.
1 second. Oh, 1 second fast. No, this is unrelated. I just got a request from someone to join us right now.
Oh, I've been getting it too. Who Quest stuff are you?
It's like I think it's Baloney's. I think their name.
You Quest off me too. Hey, your faster typing. If you're sending him back a message, can you go Zaz and I are doing a podcast?
Chat. I have to message him through Discord.
Wait, you have to message through Discord?
Well, I don't. Can you message someone through
Yeah.
chat?
Yeah, there's a reply button.
Oh well, hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Decline with reply. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Hold on.
Yeah, and then you just like replace one of the reply things. Actually, I wonder
I did
if
not know
that's
that. You
still
learned
there.
something.
You know what? I think it's just easier if we ignore my first headset.
No, you're not erasing.
No, no.
You have a lot, but you're
No,
not.
it's
You're not
still
erasing
there.
one.
It's still there. We'll ignore that small time frame that I only had that headset because that was 2016 to 2019, late 2019.
Nah.
I bought a new headset in 2020. That's my very first headset that was going to break in 2021.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have such a blast making the thumbnail for this one.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking interesting. I can say that much. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. Let's just go from 2020. We will still count in the other headset, obviously.
Yeah.
My first headset. We'll still count that. But let's just go from 2020 to now. And I have headset number 11 under the bed for when this one breaks. And I'll be buying headset number 12 this year.
All I'm hearing is that you've just been the type of person to constantly keep buying constant hardware all the time.
I buy a lot of hardware. I got 3 PCs in the closet currently and one on my desk.
It's like it's not a thing that you just breaking them. You just for some reason absorb more and more hardware. You probably have enough.
Besides the straps broken on 2 of my indexes, one index being really busted, barely working, but the other one just not like missing a strap. Like those 2 work. There's no strap. I just need to buy a new strap. My Quest 2 works. It just can't be plugged into a computer no more. It can only charge for some reason. Weird. I don't know how that happened. And then I got this headset and that headset.
We better pray that you don't have like a major medical condition and you just start hoarding like medical heart monitors and whatnot in your house. Like the first one breaks,
no.
oh, I gotta get another one.
Okay, I do have a slight hoarding issue with technology.
I'd imagine.
With technology only. Everything else, I'm down to throw out. Do not care.
I think you're safe to throw out a couple of those headsets and probably at least
I'm turning
Xboxes.
into ARPs. Oh, I know. The only X I don't. Okay, it's, I have a box of Xbox 360 parts.
You're like Sid from Toy Story. You're like Sid from Toy Story, except not toys, just hardware.
Well, so the rest of my Xboxes are just for display now. Which the only
Right.
ones that are out, the 360s at least, are only 4 of them. The rest of them are dead. They don't work. I got my first edition white with the silver tray because I popped off the silver tray off the arcade one and put it onto that one. First edition white.
Right.
The first edition of the black one that came out, like the special edition black one, both have like the big ass fucking stupid storage devices on the top. And then I got the Gears of War 3 edition and the Halo 4 edition. I never got the Halo 3 edition, sadly. I did not have enough money when that came out because I was a
And I
kid,
imagine
and all I had was Christmas
those were
money.
like hotcakes. Those would have been gone instantly, even back in like 2005.
I do own the Halo 3 helmet that you put the games in. And I do own the Halo Reach statue.
Are they also in various parts and components in a box somewhere?
They have been very taken care of.
That's good.
Yeah, all that stuff's been very taken care of. Like I still have most of my games. I got robbed a while ago, so some games were gone, but I still have most of my games.
I think most of my 360 games are still like in a box somewhere, probably not in the best condition. I imagine most of them have deteriorated over time, either because of the way they're stored or mice.
Yeah, mine's stored like very like kept together, taped down right now. So when I move, I can put them all back up. So, but yeah, like full. God damn, this headset is just. This podcast is just everyone learning. I'm just learning how much money I've been spending. God, you are right. If I just did not buy so much of this crap, I know
Imagine
have to get more money.
Like imagine like by 2016 you had saved $10,000 instead of spending $10,000.
Yeah, but also think about also then 2016. Fuck, I went through like 5, 6 cars as well. None of them were resold.
It's just hardware. You just keep collecting and going through hardware.
Well, hold up. Cars are not hardware.
That is hardware. That is
tomato.
No. No. That a car is hardware. It is hard and made of ware.
I'd like to point out we got to no politics today. Oh god, I don't really want to end with politics. Actually, can we just do one of these actually quickly?
Yeah. Shoot it out. We got time.
Okay. Because the other ones don't.
Hold on. I gotta play the sound effect. I mean, the sound effect's only gonna play for me because if you're watching the audio version of this on my channel, The Bumfather Plays Games, you get some funny shit. When I do like the audio. Where's my soundboard?
I was adding it in post.
Oh no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait, did I send you the sound effect? Hold on.
You have not yet.
I'll do that. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll grab my notes out.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're going into politics. All right, shoot.
Okay, well, I like how my first thing is penguins getting tariffs.
Okay, this is true.
Besides that part,
this is true.
That was just funny. I thought it was funny. It's gonna be brought up, but the thing was Ford and so one of the topics I had, the fuck, accusations of India meddling with Canadian politics in 2022. I had that down too. Anyways, Ford and John Deere leaving because of tariffs. They're like, did you hear about that? The Ford and John Deere thing?
I have not.
Oh, it's interesting. So John Deere, I believe, pulled out first. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure how that went. Like John Deere pulled out first of like their manufacturing happening inside of the U.S. So now the U.S. is going to have to pay more money for the John Deere stuff and parts and everything else, which upset Trump. Ford follows suit and did the same, or is in the process of doing the same because obviously it's going to take a while to move shit over. I believe John Deere is moving their stuff over to Mexico, down to Mexico and stuff like that. And then Trump came up, and now I'm just kind of paraphrasing because I can't really remember very well of this exactly how it went. I just know the cliff notes that I put in my head. Trump got upset and everything else, came up and went, if you don't like revert this action, and you can just check the quickly just to make sure, I'm not getting
I'm
this
checking right
wrong.
now. I'm not
And
seeing much on this
okay,
at all. What I am seeing is like back in 2024, there was stuff about like John Deere said
no,
stuff
this
about
happened
like
this year, like this week, I believe.
I'm not seeing anything of that.
Search up Trump puts 200% tariffs on John Deere. But
Hold on.
then he put 200% tariffs on John Deere. I forget how much he's putting on Ford, but he's putting 200% tariffs on John Deere products and stuff now.
John Deere. Yes, this was well, okay, so what I'm reading is that like this was something that happened in 2024 during the campaign trail. Trump was threatening John Deere with 200% tariffs. That was September 24th from what I'm reading.
That's September?
That's I'm reading this as in September. I'll send you a quick screen snip of what I'm seeing right now, and it's all like Trump threatens, and it's all like the 23rd of September, the 24th. Hold on, give me 1 second.
It's hard with so much fucking like media stuff coming out with all these tariffs to know what the time frame is anymore. There's my shift key.
I mean, in fairness, this does like kind of. I mean, it's what I've said previously because we've had this discussion about Trump before, and I've said that like, yeah, no, Trump has been very clear that he was going to be terrible and that he was going to do stuff like this. This is perfect evidence to the fact that yeah, he was very open about the fact that he was going to tariff a bunch of people he did not like, even before he came into the presidency.
Interesting. I did not know about all that tariff stuff before he became the president.
He was pretty open about that. I'm going to be very blunt.
It's not what I saw with a lot of new stuff. Not until he started talking a lot of the stuff with the tariffs, and then like all this tariff stuff is now popping up, and now it's hard to tell what came out when now. Oh God!
No, but he's been open about it. You saying that it's like when my mother says she will pull me to the side when I'm like making dinner or something, and she's like, "Oh man, who's this Elon Musk guy? He kind of came out of nowhere." And then I'm thinking back with my internet brain, I'm like, he's been like a thing since the early, like he's been around. He's gotten worse recently, sure, but like he's always been a bit of a shitter, like especially in the last like 6 years. And it's like, no, he just came out of nowhere. It's like, okay, you just don't actually watch all of the news. You just stick to your own lane on that.
Yeah. It's just been taking a lot more breaks from like any like politics stuff, especially with like the U.S. stuff right now. I'll see stuff here and there and go, oh shit, kind of look in on it a little bit. I should look more in on that, like actual dates. My bad. Oops.
Good to like keep an open. Well, it's good to keep an open mind about the stuff you hear, especially. And no offense, I don't really want to shit talk like your province in this way, but like Alberta is a
shit
very
talking 100%.
You know what I mean? I don't want to actually be rude and like, I'm speaking as like a Quebec person. I don't want to, you hicks all the way in the sticks. You guys don't know what you're talking. I don't want to sound like that. But Alberta factually is a very conservative province, and
100%, yeah.
Conservatives do tend to fall more into misinformation than I'd say more leftist people do. Leftists fall for their own issues, whatever, but I conservatives on the whole fall for it a lot more.
Like, I know my family's more conservative and stuff. I know that.
Yeah.
Me, I've always been more of a middle guy,
moderate, or yeah.
Like fucking Trudeau's first term, I did vote for him. 100%, I did.
Yeah.
The second term, I wasn't even anywhere near town to actually vote.
What about
So,
for this election cycle? The upcoming one on the 18th or
God,
28th? I don't
man,
know.
28th. I don't fucking know. I don't
I mean,
fucking know.
look here.
Ah,
Is there even a choice? We have Pierre Polyev, who somehow I don't know how you make a white guy look like he was gentrified, but they somehow managed it. Like I don't understand how you do that to someone of the Mount of Caucasus people,
I'm
but somehow he does. And then you have Mark Carney. He has a lot more like financial experience, which I think going forward, especially with the tariff situation, is something that I think Canada will need. And
yeah. Don't
and
tell me.
and then
I'm
you have
going.
the NDP who are like actively tying the noose, getting it ready because like my God, they've the approval numbers have just
Hold
dropped.
up. Can I say one thing about the NDP?
Yeah.
Fuck them. That's it.
Nah, don't fuck them. I
That's it.
mean, like I appreciate a
Uh,
party that is more left than the liberals. I appreciate that a lot.
at least fuck them for like a couple years ago
Nah.
because that was I did. It was not great. I carbon tax should just be
Well, what
gone
happened?
completely. Carbon tax should just be
Well,
gone. Like the high
carbon tax is gone.
taxes, not fully though. Should be fully gone.
It's still here in Quebec, but as far as I'm aware, that like yeah, no, it's being
It's
like
gone
wiped
for
away
like
as
more so like certain people, so it doesn't affect us as much, but it's still happening. Like, why do we need it? We don't. It's
well,
just
it's
a
to
more way to tax.
incentivize electrical cars and whatnot.
Yeah, but everything's so fucking expensive.
So hold on,
No
I'm
one's buying
bringing
an
up.
electric car.
I'm just gonna quickly like kind of like just skim this fast before I'm reading. Removing the consumer carbon price effective April 1st, 2025.
Yep, which is gone now. Now it's gotta wait to see prices go down. It's going to take a second for prices to go down. Like obviously they don't go down overnight right after carbon tax is gone.
I don't think prices are ever gonna go down.
Well, like gun, like
That's not
I'm hoping for gas and stuff at least to go down. That's what we're all hoping
no
for. Which
no
every time prices go up, they never fucking go back down, especially groceries.
exactly. That's why they're never going back down. You know what? I want one politician to just come out and go, you know what? We're just forcing a price cut across the board. I want a politician. I want a politician of who's got the balls to come up in front of the country and go, we're forcibly cutting $300 from everyone's rent across the country.
I would
Get
fucking
fucked,
love that.
landlords.
Or God, I wish they would make it a law they can only own so many homes. I don't give a shit.
Something that
'Cause
well,
that's so
the
fucking
NDP
annoying.
wants to do something like that, but the problem is they're never going to get the support for that because most of our politicians are in fact landlords.
Yeah, it's just because like my last house, there's like besides the whole fussful that I'm not gonna get into with me and my ex roommate and getting fucked over, blah blah, who cares? But on top of that, they were raising it $200 randomly. It was a falling down piece of shit. That they said that they will fix many things. They never fixed it within the 2 years I was there. Then all of a sudden they just randomly upped the rent by $200. I'm like, fuck you.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Let me give you a shitty example of my current living experience. Okay, so I live in a really small apartment, one bedroom, one living room, a dining room, a really small kitchen, and a bathroom. That's all we have. We have mice. We've had mice for the past 3 years. We've had cockroaches in the summer. 5 years ago, I had the ceiling that I am sitting beneath collapse during the winter because of weight from like all the snow and shit. I'm looking at my wall right now to my left. I can still see like parts of the wall that are still like weakened. I can push through the wall because it's that weak from the damage from 5 years ago. We are currently paying almost $1,000 for this apartment every month. We're paying $970.
Cheaper than what I'd be paying. Well, no, but I guess I
Jesus.
wouldn't be having a place like that. Never mind.
Yeah.
It'd be about $1,500 and stuff or whatever, and it would look nice and pristine still, at least.
Oh,
Never
the
mind.
exhaust. I could get my phone. Hold on. Where's my phone? I can send you a picture of my wall, and you can like don't post it to the video, obviously, but you can tell me is that worth $970?
All right, live reaction right now. Let's go.
So
Not
I'm trying to
live.
get as much as I
This is
can.
pre-recorded.
Yeah, live in quotations. Hold on. It might take a second for Discord to open up on my phone. So, like, if you, so what else do we have to talk about in the meantime?
Oh, we here. What? Well, you get that. I'm just going to let everyone know this and everything else. So each episode, we just filmed one last week. That's going like each episode's going to be up a week after.
Well, for him,
So
for me, it's gonna be whenever I decide to upload the video, because I am in fact a very lazy man, very very lazy. I do things very slow. In fact, I was supposed to start a fucking
I'm
FNAF marathon 2
I'm just
months
saying it
ago.
like this for me at least because I didn't get my Adobe Premiere back up until just recently. I can edit again. Yeah, I got Adobe Premiere Pro again. Let's
Hooray!
go.
Nice. Wait, you didn't get like Vegas or something on Steam?
I know how to use Adobe Premiere the best. That's where I
Oh,
learned the
I guess
most
that's
off of.
fair.
So, and I do like it. I've used Vegas in the past, but that was so long ago now. Last time I used it was 2017,
Alright,
2017
it's uploading
edition.
now. Should be.
All right, let's see.
So let me know when you're like looking at it, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more. So, like, there's a bit that you can't really see well in that photo.
I've seen wallpaper like this in drug dealers' homes.
Oh yeah, no, my house looks like a crack den. Like, I'm just gonna say, but you see, like, you
I was
can
gonna
see it.
say
You
it,
see that
but
small. You can see that small crack right to the left of that poster. If I push on that wall, that entire thing will just come right off.
that's a crack.
I could just
Wait,
push.
is that an actual crack or is that peeling of the wallpaper?
That,
Or the
that's a crack in the wall. That's a crack in the wall.
oh,
I can push that, and like the wall will just cease to be a wall.
and they're not fixing that?
No, it's been like
Because
that for 5 years.
there's probably like a little bit of mold at least somewhere in there.
Oh, probably. Absolutely. There's some mold in there. I'm huffing up mold gas. I'm the mold man.
That's
I
fucking
am molding.
crazy. None of you guys are gonna be able to see it, but
Yeah, no.
just imagine walking into a crack house. You look over at the wall. Is that a yellow wall, or is that just the way that the lighting is right now?
That's the way the lighting is, because I always have my like
Okay,
main light. It's a
okay.
yellow light. Yeah.
Okay, so but the walls are white, not stained with blood and shit. Um, and it's just peeling off. Like looks like the paint is peeling off, and there's an actual fucking crack from the corner of his wall, like where his like next to his door, to the fucking poster. What the hell? You need to buy more posters.
And if I
just use posters as your wallpaper.
yeah, you know, I gotta move that Avengers poster to the side a little bit just so it blocks that.
Exactly. Just oh god.
Shit
Wow.
sucks.
Jesus. Okay, I do wish, like, what? God, if I could go back in time, I wish I did not move into that last house. I would be completely fine right now. I had a fourplex, a 3-bedroom fourplex. I could pay for it just fine. Even if they upped the rent a little bit, I would have been still fine. I went to a duplex with 3 levels and stuff like that. It was like another $100. That's why I was like, oh, that's not that bad. I get a lot more space, and I'm gonna have this room anyways. It'll be fine. Yeah, fuck that shit. Because then I had to deal with like that landlord. Oh, it was awful. God, she was a bitch.
I mean, most landlords are. Let's be honest.
No, my last
They're
landlord
not
was
exactly.
amazing. My last landlord was amazing. Like I
To me,
like I was short on rent one month, and she like and I was like, can I just pay you the rest of it like next pay? And then she was like, you know what? Now this like you've been living here for like a year and a bit. You never missed a payment. You're usually early. Nah, it's fine.
I mean, to
Just
you
one
that's
time.
great. To me, that's expressing bare minimum human empathy. So to me, it's like,
No, but like the other landlord, like we were supposed because we cannot get the water bill in our name. We still have to pay the water bill. We couldn't get it in our name because that's by the city. It needs to go to the homeowner, not the attendants.
yeah.
For for the name under. But we had to still pay it though. They would not send us the bill, and then they started getting pissed off of us, going, Why are you paying for it? It's like, you need to put the bill to us still. Months go by, and it's like, I'm just gonna start charging you this. It's like, send it to me. And then so it just paid their part. Like the only way that we're getting it is just, you're late on this bill. It's like, send it to us. Tell us what it is and send us the bill itself. Finally, we start getting the bill. But yeah, if I can never go into that business again for that.
I love landlords. I love that most of our country is run by landlords. Almost all of our politicians are landlords.
Yeah. We are an hour and a half in though now.
Yeah. It's time to wrap it up. It is 11:30 for me now. I wanna eat my last sloppy Joe and turn in for the night.
Yeah. Today was interesting. I got begged on again. Let's go. Not really begged on, but oh god.
Hey, we avoided politics for like a little bit.
Yeah, we brought the one thing I found out was a while ago. I thought it was interesting, but yeah, interesting. Other than that, I didn't really have much.
Yeah.
Like, I had another thing, but I can just ask that next week because it's
Well,
more.
if it's short, we
Oh no,
if it's short, we might have time.
it's a topic. It's not a topic thing that is like a need to do. It's a topic thing in case it's dead air. That's all.
Okay,
I got
fair
those.
enough.
I got those. Nothing's politics, stuff like that. Nothing like that. Just keep it rolling. Anyways, but yeah, as usual, there will be the where you can find us in the God, I can't talk. Fuck. You can find us. You can find where we are in.
Yeah. If you like the podcast, please like and share both to my channel and Zaz's as well. Uploads will be on Zaz's channel once a week, or the audio only will be uploaded on my end, basically whenever I feel like it. And yes, we all hope you come back for our next session next week. And well, I think we both wish you a happy good night, afternoon, morning, or whatever other time period you might be in at the moment.
And links to all socials and stuff will be all in the video description.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Congratulations.
Have a good night.
I'm so proud. Have a good night, everyone.
I need a drink.
Take care.